and this is Carla Alexander here with another car session, Coach Carla Shenanigans. Before I get into my video, do not forget, y'all, please like, subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to up my numbers. I'm trying to get myself monetized. I'm trying to get the damn thing going on, and I'm gonna need y'all help. So please, please, please do me a favor, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos with other people. Today I want to talk about not fitting in. You know, I used to always wonder what it was about me that I could not get the latest trending fashion or the latest dance, you know, why I couldn't understand or relate to men and women of my age group, my peers. You know, I just did not understand. I still to this day, I am like an oddball. Who wants to always be the oddball? You know, being the oddball is not fun. It's like being the nerd in school. I feel like I was born in the wrong era. I feel like I needed to be born maybe mythology times. I'm a big buff for mythology. I really think about it, you know, I just feel like I should have been born in a time when people were nicer. That question is, all right, well, when was there a time where black people were being treated nicer? And I had to really ask myself, because what I was talking about wasn't a color code of niceness. It was a universal code of niceness. But it's kind of hand in hand at this point, now that I think about it. You know, it's difficult in a time when people are going to discriminate against the color of your skin. It's even harder to live in that time, and not only do you feel a certain level of rejection from white people, but you feel a certain level of rejection from black people. You know, I feel like you're either gonna fit into society or you're not. And I feel like the people that don't fit into society, the ones like me, I think we're the ones that are meant to heal the world. I think we're supposed to be the teachers. We're supposed to be the ones that can look at the many, because we are the few. And I was explaining to my daughter that a lot of times I feel very, very alone. I do. I feel very alone. But it's not alone in the sense that I don't have anybody to talk to. It's like I feel like I'm the only one in the world that can see the world the way it's supposed to be, not the way it is. So I spend all my time trying to teach the people around me that in this world, the way we are living right now, you have 20 people that think exactly alike. And you'll get that one person that thinks completely outside the box. I used to always ask God, like, why did you make me like this? I don't understand why. You know, what is it about me that I said that I wanted to be able to have Teflon skin, that I could take the you know, life abuse and I can just, you know, run with it? Who said I wanted that responsibility? Because I don't remember saying to anybody that I wanted that responsibility, but yet here I am faced with that responsibility. So when people around me get upset at other people, you know, let's say my niece. I remember one time my niece got upset because there was a woman in the store that walked by her and almost knocked her down. My niece is very petite, feisty. She's a feisty firecracker. And, you know, she was like, she got upset. Like, you know, like, this lady came over here and she almost stepped on me, blah, blah, blah. And says, yo, wait, hold up. You got to think about it for a second. Because if it's one thing I know, I may not know much, but if it's one thing I know energy. And when people are walking in the world, looking into the world as a mummy, they're walking around just routinely, not with purpose. They're not walking in their own true light of who they want to be. I says, listen, you can't just up and get mad every time somebody tries to knock you over, because you don't know what could possibly be going on in her home life. You don't know if she goes home, she's gonna have some man beating on her ass. You don't know if she even has a home to go to. People are not going to always walk around feeling happy. You know, people are gonna walk around based on their day. Instead of reacting to other people's energy when you go out in the street, just think for a second. If you're good with God, if you're good with the universe, then be a little bit more patient. Because I guarantee you one thing, they're probably going to need it. And I find that when you take that ego out of the equation and you look at everything as a whole, things change. I can remember times when I would be angry behind somebody else's actions, and I'd continue the energy by talking about it. I'd tell one friend, and then I'd hang up with that friend, and I'd call the other friend and tell her about it. Then I'd tell everybody in the house about it. And I was feeding energy into this situation that shouldn't have made it past a 2-minute thought. But I made it about my whole day. I wasted a lot of time doing that. But you don't have to do that if you choose not to. You don't have to be that person. You don't have to be the 20 in the group. Be the one. Be the one. Be the one that can be understanding to the notion that whomever is having a bad day could be having a really bad day. Because if you woke up and you feel good and you're happy, then your day has already been set. You're already good. You know, outside of our little daily, things that we have to go through. But when you wake up and you can say, thank you, God, for waking me up and giving me another day to get it right. Thank you, Gaia, for the Reiki energy that I am allowed to breathe in as I breathe out the negative energy. If you can be thankful and be happy and be one, just if you can do that for yourself, then you don't have time to worry about somebody else who can't do that. You're going to come across somebody who's just going to, intentionally might want to start with you. But when you're good here and you're good here, that shit, it just doesn't matter. And then after a while, you stop manifesting that type of energy in your direction. I get bumped a couple of times, but I just don't react at all. It's not that big of a deal, and I'm from New York. I just choose not to. I don't want to. I don't want to be taken out of my happy place because it's so hard to hold on to it. It's so hard to achieve happiness on a day-to-day basis when you got so much shit. You have so much, so many things going on. But it's not impossible. It's just that in itself is a job. And you have the choice to hold on to it or not. And if there's not going to be every day that we get to hold on to our happiness. There's always going to be something that's going to bring us out of it. But on the days that you can hold on to it for as long as you can, you don't need to waste your time with that petty shit. That little stuff, nah, we don't have time for that. Because happiness to me is like gold. It's like gold. I do not have the time. I do not have the resources to afford not being happy. Because that's the only thing that I look forward to every morning when I wake up, is waking up to a happy day. Being prepared for what's going to come my way, And don't get me wrong, I'm a woman, so I go through my emotional days where, I'm getting ready to get my period, so I'm emotional, I'm crying, I'm watching Disney, I'm boo-hooing with the grandkids, but still and all, I don't forget my place. And those days are usually the days when it's actually a little bit harder to hold on to your happiness, because those are the days when you just are so emotionally, beat down, but you get right back up, and the next day you start working toward that happiness. And that's how we stay enlightened. That's how we choose to have a better life. It's a choice. It's a choice. So I'm just saying, going forward in life, choose to be the one. There's so many people out here who just don't have the strength for it. They don't have the desire for it. They are too busy worrying about everything else. So if you feel like an oddball like me, then welcome to the party. I understand your pain. I understand your loneliness. But you got to keep going, because God is going to bless us, because we have a mission. People out here in the world that just want to spread love and want to be of a service. We all have a responsibility to be the one. So anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. I cannot wait to see the comments. Like, subscribe, and do not forget to stay fat. PHAT. Do not forget to feel good about yourself. Help others whenever possible. Always laugh even through your pain, and thank God every single day for what you have. You live by that, you'll stay fat.